Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. We are drawing 3 cards together, this one, and the one on the base. And I'm going to turn these over for you. Today our readings are about your monthly astrological PowerPoint. This goes back to eclipse season when there was a particular configuration, and every month when the moon passes the base of that configuration, we can activate that energy. It's like a portal of energy to manifest your dreams, to aid your dreams, to help you on your way. So let us look at pile 1, and welcome back if you're returning, and welcome to anyone new. Metal Monkey, let go of control. This is for pile 1. And you also have the beautiful holly leaf. Given that we are heading for Christmas. I can't believe we are so close to Christmas. Also, I should say this PowerPoint is on the 22nd of December. I'm doing these ahead of time just to give you the heads up, so you really are focused and conscious of the energy on that day. So my beautiful souls, pile 2, we have Water Dog, play with the waves. That is for pile 2, with a beautiful little Christmas tree. And then pile 3, we have Fire Rabbit, welcome the muse. Okay, and this is with the snowflake. How amazing that we have 3 animals, your animal brothers and sisters, very present to assist you at this PowerPoint. Let's draw some runes as well. So pile 1, you have the rune of Suelo, wholeness. Pile 2, you have the rune of Kano, openings. And pile 3, you have the rune of movement. This is Awaz. Wow. Okay, so movement, Awaz. Gosh, these are full of energy. That's for sure. Absolutely loaded with energy. Right, I shall say nothing more. I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments to leave you to tune into whichever card or rune or Christmas decoration is calling and speaking to you. In just a moment, I will see you in the readings. And if you need any longer, just press the pause button. And if you find, sometimes people find they're drawn to more than one reading. That is totally cool. Just literally lean into the energy, see what's feeling right for you. And I will see you in the readings. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. We're finding out about this PowerPoint for you. How can you utilize the energy? How can you be supported by the planetary alignments to manifest your dreams? Let's draw your oracle cards first. We have some beautiful cards. Actually, let's draw another animal guide for you first of all, and see what we have. So we have the badger. Badgers are very tenacious. Actually, so are metal monkeys. Monkeys quite a happening kind of energy. And ginkgo, okay, healing wounds. Very interesting energy around you. Right, what does my pile 1 need to know to be able to manifest the dreams more effectively? We have the void. And, we have the golden rose. Wow. I'm going to take one more from this pack as well, this one here. And then the great work, magnum opus. My lovely souls. Let's draw some tarot cards as well. And then we'll dive straight into your reading. I'm seeing this one, and these 3. This one and this one. And this one and this one. Let's see what we have for my pile 1. Okay, so you have the 2 of Wands. We have also the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, Ace of Coins. We have the 7 of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Okay. This is like a story unfolding here for you. A process that you are going through. Right now, there is a process to be gone through to get something on track. You're actually very close to something here. You're very close to achieving actually happiness. And for some of you, this is, you're very close to achieving both kind of financial stability and happiness, and also love as well. You know, just general peace, well-being, happiness in your world. Very, very close to it. And yet, there is something that is being healed here. Something that you are processing. But I think you might be trying to work too hard at it with the monkey energy. Excuse me. You know, sometimes things have to run their course, as in we have to allow them to unfold. It's like we've got these roses here that are in bud. They haven't yet opened. There is something around you. I think you're actually quite close to something, to emerging. But at the moment, I think you're a little bit in your head, actually. So, I do feel like it's like you have something in your sights that you are really, really close to. Suelo, the pathway to wholeness. Now, this is not suggesting to me that you are not on track with it, but there has been like an interruption of some sort. Almost like for some of you, I feel like you found something out that caused you to question something. Outwardly, everything that you have been investing in appears to be coming to fruition. I mean, maybe you are trying to rigidly hold on to a particular pathway of making something happen, when in reality it needs to run its course. For some of you, maybe there was a perspective in your mind as to what something was going to mean. And then there was a disappointment. I just feel something unexpected happened that feels a bit incomprehensible to you. So we also have here the 8 of Cups and we have the Queen of Cups. Well, this is a letting go. I mean, sometimes the badger and ginkgo can suggest a letting go. You're in a really interesting position with something that you are manifesting here, my beautiful souls. Now, this is a PowerPoint, so this reading is very much about giving you the information you need to be able to know how to move something forwards, to bring about some kind of a dream that you are desiring. There's been a moment of hesitation for you. It may be that you also could have done something and then suddenly wished you'd done it differently. You know, when we have those moments of kind of regret and we think, do you know, I wish I'd done that differently. But I don't think you can't change what's been done. I mean, this is the real key to your reading here. You can't change what's been done, but you can decide what you're going to do in response to it. However, with the metal monkey, let go of control, there's also kind of a need to see the bigger picture and to recognise, I kind of want to say, to recognize this situation with compassion, maybe to let it unfold. Let the rose open organically. You can't get to the golden rose. You can't make a rose open because like immediately. You have a rose in bud and you just want it to open. It's got to open, naturally. You can't really kind of force it, or if you did, or you put some different agent in the water to try and make it open more quickly, you're kind of interfering with the natural process of something. There is something here that needs to run its course. And it's not that there won't be actions for you to take, but it's important that you take them with a view of the bigger picture. If something has taken place and it will be unique to you, that is, you either found something out, or you realised you were being kept in the dark, or you realised that something wasn't exactly as you thought it would be. There's something surreptitious, if that's the right word, something that's been caused you to feel suspicious about something. Maybe you are needing to allow that to unfold a bit. Let's get some further guidance. May we ask, please, what my lovely pile 1 need to do about this? This is a reading of empowerment. Okay. We have the 4 of Cups. So again, you may be being a little bit too fixed in your perception, because we have somebody here offering you something, and of you, almost as if you're too suspicious to receive it. Okay. Badgers can be very defensive. They are really protective. They're actually very gentle creatures. And we see them out at night. They come out at night. They're very protective though, so they will leap to defense. And because they have been attacked, actually, that's understandable. May we ask what else? Guidance and information. What's going on? Okay, so we have the 5 of Pentacles. I almost feel some of you could be in a sort of a slightly stuck position, actually, almost like a bit of a stalemate. I feel like you've uncovered something, or you've discovered something, a secret, or something that you thought was unfolding organically and naturally, actually. But I think you have very high hopes. Something has come along, and I think it's caused you quite a lot of disappointment. And a feeling like, for some of you, it's almost like you thought you knew someone and then they act completely out of character. Or even some element of yourself. You may have acted out of character, and then you're thinking, well, where did that come from? But something has caused this kind of disappointment. And at the moment, I feel you're a little bit stuck in it. Stuck in the energy of it. Let go of control here. Try and rise above this. This is going to transform. We have the Queen of Wands here. We have the Ace of Coins. There is an opportunity here for a fresh start. Now, whether this is a fresh start in something that you're already involved in, that you're on track with, or it's a fresh start because you choose to walk away from something, and therefore there is a fresh start. It will depend on your personal circumstances, but let's get clear information. Can we get specific information about how to respond to this situation? Could we ask for guidance and information about how to respond to this situation from our pile 1s? Okay, this is a reaching out. We have the 6 of Cups. This is a card of generosity. Okay. I actually think if someone reaches out, a healing can take place. That's what I think here. Healing wounds with Badger. At the moment, you're feeling a bit raw. Either because you've done something that upset someone, or some element, of you didn't act in a way that would be normal for you. Or indeed, somebody else has acted in a way that just is so out of what you had, out of the norm for them, or what you had expected or would have seen in them. So whatever that situation, however much you are feeling let down, disappointed, Actually, I think there is a resolution and a healing to be found here. Let go of control. Stop trying to think it through in an overthinking way. This is sort of time almost to get out of your head, actually, and either for you to reach out and apologise to someone with a peace offering, or if someone comes to you with a peace offering, don't ignore them or blank them. You know, I think the peace offering is genuine. Yeah, it's time to actually let bygones be bygones and cut the cords of kind of resentment here. We have the devil. You know, don't let this set you back. Don't let this hold you back. Whatever this situation is, it was a surprise. It did take you by surprise, as I said, whether you said something or someone else said something or you found out something, whatever it is, something through you. What else are we shown? Maybe get more information and guidance. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups, which is a beautiful energy of commitment, compassion, emotional understanding. We then have the Emperor. We have the Page of Coins. Okay, whatever this situation, actually, I think what's happening is you're contemplating almost. I think it so took you by surprise, you're actually contemplating, should I just walk away from this? A part of you thinks, should I walk away from this? Actually, I don't think you need to. I think it was a genuine mistake, or some element of someone got the better of them. You know, we all make mistakes. You're being asked to view this from a higher position with compassion, because actually at the moment it's kind of at a bit of a stalemate. It's time to either for you to reach out or to receive something that they are reaching out. And to kind of make a clear-cut decision with the Emperor here. Make a clear-cut decision, because this is so loaded with potential, with the Golden Rose and with the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. You're so close to something that's so good. This is one of those things that, you know, we get bumps in the road, but I think this was really quite a big one, because it just seems so out of what you would have expected. We have 2 cards showing up and the one on the base as well. So first of all, we have the Death card. Yeah, it would be a real shame to lose this opportunity, actually, because I think there is an opportunity here for you. This is let it go, actually. Look at the Death card sitting under the Devil. Literally, do you know, let this go. Just let it go and kind of move on. I'm not saying it didn't throw you, but look at this. We have the card of Justice and we have the Ace of Cups. But in a way, just because you didn't see it coming, you know, she has a blindfold on, you didn't see it coming. In many ways, if someone has sort of suddenly behaved out of character, or you discovered something, a secret, you found something out, or even someone found out a secret about you, you know, or found something out about you, do you know, it is what it is. It was in the past. This is about now. The energy of this reading is, you know, this is about now. What pathway do you want to take? You're close to achieving something and to having something quite magnificent. So whatever the root cause of this, I do think it was in the past, and it's sort of where it needs to be placed. It doesn't feel, I mean, you know, it's possible either somebody could have said something, you could have said something, but it feels as though something got revealed that was kind of threw you into the void, really. You can't change it, but you can choose what you do, and you can choose to kind of let it go, to move on, to heal the wounds, let go of control. If somebody, as I said, you've been trying to get things to move in a particular way, well, maybe they're not meant to move in that way. Let's draw a final card for you, see what we are shown. May we have a final card for my lovely pile ones. Yeah, collaborate. Look at that. Come back together. You know, whatever this has been about, it could be a working connection, it could be a personal relationship, but it's whatever it is. Come back together. You can work through this. Put it behind you. The future is unfolding in a good way. It would be such a shame to lose the potential of this situation on the basis of something that had happened in the past that may have shifted your perspective, but you know, if you take the height, if you rise above, get that helicopter vision, you know, and sort of recognize that, you know, the past is the past. It does feel as though this is what's needed in order to move something forwards here. I mean, this is a really clear reading for you, and this is the point of power in the moment, and this is the shift in energy that is then going to get your dreams launching back on track and gathering the momentum that they already were, whatever this is for you. And it will gather momentum, and it is literally, it's you're very close to having this. If anything, this is a circumstance where this could actually ultimately strengthen the end result. Pile 1, this is your PowerPoint reading. Wow, I'm really fascinated by what is coming through here today. Beautiful souls, I am sending you so much love. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. I wish you a wonderful Christmas, although we're not quite there yet, and I will be doing other readings right through to Christmas. So beautiful souls, I look forward to seeing you again really, really soon. And just thank you so much for being here. Thank you to those of you who are returning, and welcome to anyone new. If you have enjoyed the reading, don't forget to press the little bell icon and subscribe so you get all notifications as soon as I post. Tons of love, beautiful souls. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. How are the planets aligning right now? Or how is the energy, this portal of energy, supporting you in manifesting your dreams, your desires, moving something forwards, making something happen? You have Kano, the rune of openings. So there is almost certainly an opening in front of you. Water dog, play with the waves. I love this card. I love the energy of this card. This dog looks so happy in the water. Curiously enough, the meaning of this card is literally about launching into something, overcoming your fears, trusting, believing, kind of knowing that you can do this, and being playful and joyful about it. Let's draw a spirit animal guide. Wow, look, you have another member of the dog family, the wolf, and rosehip, guardianship. How interesting. Let's draw more cards. Okay, so another member of the dog family, the wolf family. Okay, we have breathe, breath, pneuma, puma. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Pneuma, puma, pneuma. We have benevolent guide. Gosh, in the UK, I don't know what kind of breeds of dogs anywhere else in the world they use as guide dogs, but we have this. This is the dog that is mostly used for guide dogs here in the UK. How interesting. You're going to be guided through something. This is such a reassurance. We're taking both these cards for you. This reading is bringing you so much reassurance. It's like, you know, don't hold your breath, as in, you know, don't. This is take a leap. There's an opening in front of you, whatever this may be. It connects to some kind of a dream, something you desire, something that you want. You know you want it, but there is hesitancy, there's fear of overwhelm, there's a lot of emotions in play. But wow, you will be guarded, protected. You know, take a leap, take a leap. We have silver. I see. It as well. I think something is happening quickly. I'm hearing quicksilver, fast. And perhaps that is why you are a little bit anxious. We have plumbum lead. Yeah, I think you are a little bit anxious about this because I think your emotions are happening, building fast, whatever this is for you. For some of you, especially with the wolf and the dog, there is a question of making a commitment, a loyalty to something or to someone, to a cause or to a person. It's full of nectar, sweet nectar with the bee here. It's taken your breath away. I'm hearing it. All these kind of sayings are coming through into, sort of channeling through into my mind. Yeah, take a leap. The sweetest of breath. Taking your breath away, happening like quicksilver. like a bee going to honey. You need to take a lead in this, and it's really okay. For some reason, it is your position that is, you're the one that would need to initiate something or take a lead in something here. Let's draw tarot cards and see what else we're shown. But yeah, you are being invited to take a lead in something. The High Priestess. This is a card of commitment. Yeah, you're invited to take a lead. Whatever this is for you. Whatever this dream that you're manifesting. It feels like a great big plunge. You know when you you look at the ocean and you kind of want to go swimming in it, and then you get in there and it's like, whoa, I could get into deep water here. I kind of think you might be in deep water in terms of how you feel, because I think you feel like you want this, whatever it is for you, this desire. It is literally, the opening is in front of you. This isn't something new. If there is nothing in front of you, this may not be the right reading for you, because this is really saying that there is an opening right in front of you right now at the time of you finding this reading. And the question is, will you take it? Will you kind of commit to it? Are you going to dive in? This is what your reading is about. Lots of cards coming through for you. Oh, you desire this. We have the card of the devil. In this instance, this is desire. There's no question of it. And you can see that this could bring you long-term happiness. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups. It's quite new. Even though you can see that it has long-term potential and you have a vision of the future that you want to create, you absolutely have a vision of the future you want to create. But to kind of get there, you've got to dive in. You've got to take the lead. You've got to take the leap. You've got to jump, jump in head first, or whatever that may be. We have the Seven of Swords and the Chariot. Okay. I'll ask about this a little bit more in a moment. The Seven of Swords. The Chariot, I think genuinely this can really, I think these cards are really actually about overcoming your fears about this. Approach it playfully, this card says. Approach it playfully. You know, you don't have to be fearful of this. I'm looking at these rose hips. It's very interesting, you know, when I was a child, we used to get as a real treat, so I'm going back quite a long time. I will not reveal my age, but I'm going back a long time, I can tell you. And when I was a child, we used to be able to get something it was rosehip syrup. Some of you may know of this. Rosehip syrup, it is delicious. It is the most unique, special, gorgeous flavour. And we used to be allowed it. It was such a treat. It used to come in like a little bottle, a tiny little bottle, and it was like a medicine type bottle. And I think that my mother actually used to buy it from the chemist. It was quite expensive, which is why it was such a treat. You know, we would have like teaspoons of it rather than it being poured. And we would be allowed to have it on ice cream. It was such a treat for us. And I think it came from the chemist because it was so rich in vitamins. And obviously, if you pick, I have subsequently in my adult life, I make rosehip syrup. You know, I go out into the hedgerows and I pick the rose hips, especially if it's a good year. But, you know, you can get prickled to pieces. You know, it's a very prickly plant, wild, because they come from wild roses, which I think is why actually the rosehip syrup was so expensive when I was a kid as well, because, you know, these are not cultivated roses. These are wild rose hips. So we go out into the hedgerows and it's a very thorny experience. But my goodness me, the sweet nectar that comes from this, you know, so it's like it's worth taking the risk. And actually, if you are careful, you know, you don't get torn to shreds. You just, if you are respectful and careful of the rose bush, you know, you don't dive in and grab. You are respectful and thoughtful, as we should always be when we receive anything from the wild. You know, ask if we may pick some rose hips. Generally, I find all trees and all hedgerows are very giving. They wish to give, and the more respectful you are, the more they wish to give to you. You know, so it's kind of like something that looks brambly, or could be, you're worried that it could be You know, what if you get hurt? What if you get prickled? For some of you, you have even been pricked. It's almost like a magic spell has come over you. There is something you really want. You have, like a dog with a bone. All these sayings coming through, like a dog with a bone. You want to get your teeth into this. Whatever this is for you. This is something you desire. You really desire this. This is about making a commitment to it. You know, putting down your fears. I think that's what these cards are. Putting down your fears and overcoming those fears that this won't work out. There is something very sweet here. Take the lead. You kind of got to do that, make the commitment and go for it here, really. We have King of Wands. You know, take the lead. We have the Five of Wands. You know, hold that vision of the future. Hold that sweetness. Hold that picture of the future that is possible here. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Put aside those fears. Put them behind you. Okay. And the Knight of Coins. This suggests, I'm going to say slow and steady wins the race, but genuinely that something will unfold in a very natural way. I'm not seeing anything here that indicates, if metaphorically, if you dive into the ocean, that it will be a challenge. I'm seeing if you take the lead, you dive in, it will start to flow and happen and emerge at a beautiful pace here. I think your fears are unfounded. This is what your reading is all about, pile 2. Your fears about this are unfounded. Something so sweet is in front of you. It is an opening. It is like the Christmas tree. It's Christmas. This is what it is. It is literally, if you're coming to this in 6 months' time, it's like something that feels such a gift is right in front of you. And everything in your reading is saying, yes, it's happened quite quickly, or it's the opening has emerged quite quickly. It's there. Dive in. Don't be afraid. Hold your bigger vision and then dive in and play and have fun and smell the roses. Back to rose hips. Smell the roses. I can't believe how many sayings are coming through in your reading. But there's wisdom in these sayings. You know, these sayings carry wisdom, these sorts of things that are perhaps sometimes slightly more lost these days, but they carry great meaning. You know, there is symbolism in them. There is these are sayings that used to be passed down, you know, verbally from generation to generation, and indeed still are in places, and rightfully so, because they carry messages and meanings that come to us at a time when we need to be in receipt, be receiving those messages. Maybe get some more information. Your reading is actually very clear, my beautiful pile 2. It really, really is. It could not be clearer. Strength, dignified. Yeah, look at this beautiful stairway leading up to something that feels very good for you. Moon, perception. And we have Chiron, heal. Okay. I do actually think that this scenario, whatever it is, this opening in front of you. I'm just going to draw another one of these cards too. Let me place this here and draw another. I actually do think there is a phenomenal opportunity for you to heal perspectives that have held you back. With the Ten of Swords, you know, those fears that it'll go wrong, it'll never happen for you, or whatever it is. Fears of around entitlement, not being able to have, not believing at a really deep-seated level, or believing that if you have something, it will be taken away from you. I'm hearing for some of you, almost as if you have something, you have to have it in secret, because otherwise it will be taken away from you. This is about owning your desires wholeheartedly and being prepared to jump in and activate solar flares. Take the lead. Your reading could not be clearer. At this point of power. Now, if you are watching this as I'm uploading it, I am uploading this. I'm doing the reading on a Tuesday. I'm uploading it. I will upload it today, get it out to you, as internet permitting. It's the Tuesday ahead of the 22nd of December, which is actually on Sunday. I'll be doing readings on Sunday as always. So if you are following my readings regularly, check those out. You might even get another confirmation in those readings. But this is so clear. Use the energy right now in front of you. Take the lead, activate something. You know you want it. Go for it. This is your message. So whenever you come to this, whether you're in this PowerPoint energy now or whether you are, watching this in 2 years' time or 3 months' time or 7 weeks' time or whatever it might be, go for it. Everything here is saying dive in. Part 2, I love the energy of your reading. I am just loving it. Truly, this is super lovely. It's absolutely wonderful. It really is an opening to the manifestation of a desire and a dream that you really, really want. Really, really, really want it. Pile 2, tons of love. I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really, really soon. Tons of love, beautiful souls. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. How are the planets aligning for you? How is this portal of energy helping you to manifest your dreams? Let's get guidance, advice, see what comes through. This is actually, I think, about a spark of inspiration. Gosh, and with the boar and pumpkin, I was about to say having the courage. Boars are about courage to follow it. Confidence. Yeah, this is about having the confidence to follow a dream, an idea, a moment of inspiration, something that comes to you. It could be like in a flash, but something that it's like a moment of inspiration, that magical moment, that light bulb moment. It will gather momentum or move forwards quite quickly, actually. That's what this is suggesting. To a harvest, have confidence in this. Have confidence in your idea, your spark of inspiration. Let's get more cards, see what else we are shown. I'm also seeing, it's actually that one there. Okay. Right, what do we have? We have Chiron. Okay, fantastic. We have spring. We have fog. Okay, and then you have the great work. Okay, so magnum opus. Look at these rosebuds waiting to open. Right, you have had a spark of inspiration. You've had, I want to call it a moment of genius. One of those moments when you just think of something and it comes to you. And actually, it's a significant solution. If you haven't got a moment of inspiration around you, then kind of just get still. Go for a walk. Allow yourself pockets of stillness where you empty your mind, because the inspiration, the spark will come. Literally like a snowflake. What is interesting with this fire rabbit, the Muse card, it talks about something that is fleeting. It's like this is a moment in time when there is something for you to follow through with. Even if you can't see the way ahead with Nebula, with the fog card, even if you can't see exactly the way ahead, this idea contains the energy of springtime. It contains the energy of potential, like a rose that can open and come to full flower. And I think it can gather momentum. Now, a snowflake is kind of fleeting. When, the life of a snowflake. It's very interesting. There is a Native American story of a snowflake, that the snowflakes arrive and they contain, every snowflake is different, a bit like our own fingerprints. And each snowflake lands on Earth to gather one of our dreams, something that we are dreaming for. And then kind of when it melts into water, it can sort of fertilize. It's like it fertilizes the ground for the seed of that dream to be sown and then to grow. That's my understanding of connection to snowflakes. in that particular tradition. And there is something that if you sow the seed now, it will grow. Like a pumpkin. Pumpkin patches as well. I don't know if you've ever seen this. I mean, the pumpkin patches that I have seen, you know, I've even seen somebody's compost heap where they put pumpkins when they were finished, and the pumpkin seeds all went into the compost heap, and then they all sprouted. And the whole compost heap was a pumpkin patch in it, like it just grew. And they grow so prolifically. They grow amazingly. They grow fast. They are beautiful. I mean, when you think of the incredible beauty of a pumpkin, of a pumpkin plant, you know, the sort of the leaves and the curly bits, the trails, and these incredible fruit. I don't know, are they a fruit or a vegetable? Probably a fruit, they have seeds. But anyway, when you look at them, they grow so fast. This is about gathering momentum. So there is a seed to be sown now. It's like there's a fleeting opportunity. And I mean, it doesn't mean an opportunity, if we don't take it, won't come back. Because that's kind of how things work. You know, things come around again. It's the same with our lessons. If we have a lesson that we need to learn and we don't learn, we don't step up, it'll come back round again. It's the same with these kinds of things as well. But right now, have the courage and the confidence to go for it. There is actually an opportunity. You can't necessarily see exactly how you're going to do this, but it doesn't matter. What matters is you sow the seed. What matters is that you take an action. You don't have to take tons of actions. You need to take an action. There's a fleeting moment of opportunity. It's sowing a seed. It's like sending that email, or, whatever that might be, or taking the initiative over something. Let's draw your tarot cards. What else are we shown for my lovely pile 3 in this PowerPoint? Okay, well, you couldn't have a more indicative card of sowing seeds and new beginnings. You have the Two of Cups. And you have the Empress. Wow. So we have literally sow the seeds, whatever seeds you sow, followed by the Empress, and then nurture them. This is almost like your gardening lesson. But how wonderful. Gardening in terms of manifestation. We have the 10 of Pentacles. This is going to come to fruition pretty quickly. This will gather momentum. And the Knight of Coins, it's going to gather momentum and grow, and I think be very solid. Whatever this is, it's going to be real. It's really going to manifest in real terms. We have Temperance. A card of balance. We have also the Queen of Coins. So again, we're seeing this progression and growth. So we have the Knight moving to the Queen. I think this is going to build, gather momentum. With Temperance, it feels guided. You know, this is a card that feels very guided. On occasions, and we do have the Two of Cups, on occasions, Temperance can indicate a relationship, a connection with someone. So it could be a business partnership with the 10 of Pentacles, but it could also be, it could be a marriage. It could be a love interest. We have the Empress as well. Could be about making a decision to have children with the Empress. Raise a family. I mean, interestingly, when fluffy kittens and fluffy rabbits appear in your dreams, it often is an indication in someone's dream that they are considering parenthood. It's one of those interesting, consistent things in dreams that can show up again and again. This is very interesting. Anyway, I think we're seeing something flow, and there is an opportunity, a fleeting something that crosses your mind or comes into your mind, and you kind of think, do I follow that through? And this would be suggesting that you do. If you follow it through, this will gather momentum and really quite significantly and quite quickly and quite fast. Whatever this is for you, just have the courage and the confidence to take that first action, even if you feel like you haven't got a clue what to do or how to do it. This is about taking it step by step and trusting that it will grow. Just trust. You know, when we drive along the road, even if you're driving on a route that you're familiar with, if it's really, really, really foggy, you can't even put your, if you're driving, you can't even put your headlights on full beam because it's like they just reflect back at you. All you can see is the mist and the fog. And you have to sort of just take it. You know, you've got to drive and navigate with the few feet that you can see in front of you. And as long as you do that steadily, gently, slowly, you will find your way. You've just got to steady progress. Take it. I think it will grow, but your investment here with the Knight of Coins as well is about steady investment. You don't have to rush at this full pelt. This is about initiating something and then actually and then just slowly and steadily feeding it, fueling it, nurturing it, and watching it grow. Let's see what else we're shown. Let's get some additional cards for you. It's exciting. Could we ask about this? You know, what is this fleeting moment, this fleeting vision, this fleeting spark of inspiration? Look at that. You have Neptune vision. Okay, so it's a vision. Some of you literally could get a vision. You could get a vision of, almost like a vision of the future, of how something could be. And this is very much looking ahead at this vision, like looking through a doorway. This is what I want. This is how it could be. So for some of you, literally, it will come in the form of a vision in your dream, maybe, in your waking life, in your daydreams. First house arrival. With this card, I mean, this just has so much potential. We have the world here. It's very personal to you, the first house. I do. I think it literally will be a vision that comes to you. It couldn't kind of be clearer. I think for most of you, rather than a circumstance, rather than an external circumstance coming that triggers you to think, oh, maybe this or maybe that, or a conversation or whatever, or a message, you know, sometimes that comes through. This is literally a vision. It's that spark of inspiration coming from above, coming from source, coming from spirit. I'm seeing this card, 12th house. Yeah, introspection, it will come to you. It's an internal arrival, as it were, that moment of, ooh, rather than an external moment. I'm seeing this and this as well. Okay, we have, interesting, we have square, semi-square quincunx, tension, and we have the sun, source energy. This is suggesting to me that when it arrives, it's going to be quite sudden. Like, I mean, these two birds literally look like they've run into each other. I've had this before, you know. I've sat in here in my home, and a bird has flown into the window. I mean, they're fine. I go out and pick them up and dust them off, and they're generally fine. I've never yet had one that really hurt itself. But it's somehow they don't suddenly, it's as if they don't see the glass. Okay, so they fly into something. Yeah, and this is something you could, because it's fleeting. This is an energy that says it's fleeting. And I think it because it's fleeting, it's like you might miss its potential, but it's loaded with potential. Let's get more advice and guidance about this. What is it that you might miss? Or how could you, what advice is given to help you to be present to this possibility? This is coming to you and you alone. This is not something that is arriving anywhere else. This is your vision. It's a gift to you, but it is fleeting, and you would need to sow a seed when you get there and have confidence and believe in it. So whatever this vision is, this fleeting vision, could we ask for advice and guidance around literally not overseeing it? How can pile 3 actually see it? Or what can they do to help themselves see it? So we have the 2 of Pentacles and we have the 3 of Pentacles. So there's a progression. Look at this with these ships coming in and holding these 2 Pentacles. This is the sign of infinity. Timing is involved here. what I'm getting so far is more, this is more about, not that you might miss it as in not see it, like the glass. It's more that you might miss it as in not, it would almost be like seeing the glass and disregarding it. That's disregarding it, and therefore missing the opportunity. Like, when your ship comes in, saying, actually, I'm climbing on board, I'm doing this, I'm going to sow seeds here. I have another pack of tarot cards, and the Two of Pentacles is depicted as a fruit that's cut in half and opened, and you see the seeds inside of it. Really being shown that card now, actually. Ace of Cups. It's not that you will miss the vision, it's that you might miss the opportunity, you might not sow a seed. And what your reading is saying is that the timing is impeccable for sowing that seed. It's like the ground is fertile. It's absolutely at its best. It's almost like the weather conditions are perfect. Like when farmers are sowing seeds, or indeed if you garden biodynamically, for example, and you are gardening with the moon, it's like when the planets are aligned in a particular way, when the moon is at a particular point, then the energy is perfect for sowing specific seeds. And they will grow really, really well. A lot of wine is now the grapes are now grown biodynamically. It's become, they always were, hundreds of years ago, but now they are reinstigating this in a lot of wineries. I've come across this. It's a really, really big thing because it works. The energy is right. The plants are strong, they're vigorous, they grow well, the harvest is fabulous. It's working with the elements and working with the timing, and that's what this is about. This is saying, I don't think you're going to miss the vision or the idea or the spark of inspiration. This is about taking action. And that's what your spirit team are voicing here. Yeah, Queen of Wands. This is about absolutely taking action. And we have the Emperor. The Queen of Wands is the queen of transformation. She makes stuff happen. And the Emperor is absolutely about stepping up, leadership, taking the initiative. That's what your reading is saying here. Don't miss this timing simply because it's the timing, the ground is so fertile for this. If you sow the seed, it will grow. This would be like if you've had a spark of inspiration about investing in something. Well, then invest, because the investment is going to grow, and it's you could miss it otherwise. It doesn't mean you can't invest later, but like the biodynamic gardening, the timing of sowing the seeds is part of what makes it grow so fast and gather momentum so fast, and the timing is impeccable, and that's what your message is all about. So beautiful, souls. It's not about not receiving the vision. Not at all. It is actually about what you do in response to that vision and seizing the moment. Even if you can't see more than a few feet ahead of you, initiate something, whatever that will be. So, pile 3, this is your reading. This is your PowerPoint reading. And my goodness me, the planets are aligned. The portal of energy is perfect for you to sow these seeds and initiate things and have source energy. Like the sun is going to shine on this, whatever it is, project, circumstance, relationship, I don't know, invention, whatever it is for you. The sun will shine upon this ground and, fertilize this. So yeah, don't let anything else clash with it either. You could, timing wise as well, we could be so busy we think, I'll leave it till another day. No, send that email, sow that seed. Pile 3, this is your reading. Wow, we really are sitting in a phenomenal point of power actually at the moment, a turning point. We have the solstice coming up as well in just a few days' time. I will be doing solstice readings too, so watch this space. And I will hopefully see you for another reading really soon. Pile 3, I'm sending you so much love. Go for it. Get to it.